Hello, and this is Jazz. Now, I thought I'd share something different with you for a change. A little bit of a musical fact, and it's something hard to believe, but it's actually true, right? Now, you take Sir Cliff Richard, very popular artist, known for his very happy-go-lucky sounding hits. You know, you have songs like Theme for a Dream, Lucky Lips, there is Living Doll, there is Bachelor Boy. I mean, a lot of these songs, yes, they have different themes, but they have one thing in common. They seem to be songs about being happy, about falling in love, about, experiencing it. And Sir Cliff Richard always seemed to have a bit of a sense of humor with his music as well. That's what he was known for. But in the mid-1970s, he kind of made a comeback to the music scene and sang a very different song known as Devil Woman. Right? Now, the last thing you'd expect is a guy who sings all of those songs that we just spoke about. I mean, Lucky Lips and the likes of, Living Doll. You wouldn't expect him to come and sing a song about seeing a black cat and then being put under a spell by that black cat. And then, of course, going to a gypsy who turns out to be a witch who's cast a spell on him in the first place. I mean, it's a horror story within a song. I mean, you never expect that. You would never, ever, ever expect that from Sir Cliff Richard. But believe it or not, right, it turned out to be one of his biggest breaks, because in the 1970s, in years like, 76, which had followed the release of popular horror movies like The Exorcist and Stephen King's Carrie, which, by the way, was the first Stephen King's book that had had been turned into a movie, right? That was just exploding all over cinemas. And because of these horror themes being really, really popular, Sir Cliff Richard kind of had a new lease of life in his music, and also expanded into reaching newer audiences in the United States, because Devil Woman was actually his biggest hit in the US. The song even went on to reach the ears of extreme metal band Cradle of Filth, who covered the song, their 2005 album. And Sir Cliff Richard, of course, had an influence on a completely different genre to what he does. Little musical fact for you. Hope you enjoyed it.